Alright, so I want to show you how to manage your website. Um, the, uh, the process of adding content, changing content that's on there is really pretty easy. It's not complicated. It's just a routine that you go through that once you figure that out, you'll have it. You'll have it worked out. So for right now, we're going to ignore the home page, and we're going to focus on the secondary content pages, which would be the pages on About, Ministries, Connect, things like that. So just for the sake of right now, I'm going to go to this fake page that I created. We're going to look at this. This is going to be where all of your content goes about the ministries and about the church and things like that. So in order for you to work with the website, you're going to have to log into the control panel. And the way you want to do that is go down to the bottom of the page and click on Admin Login. It's going to open up a window and ask you for a username. I've provided that for you in the email that I sent you, and you can use the credentials that I emailed you and log in. And this is going to bring you to the control panel, where you're going to see 4 tabs, we'll just go over these tabs real quick. You've got Publish, Edit, My Account, and Admin. Publish is where you're going to go to add brand new content to the website. Okay, so if it doesn't exist yet, if you want to add a new ministry, or you want to add a new way to connect or something like that, you would go to Publish, and you see when you put your mouse on it that you've got a little drop down menu, and we'll go over that in a second. Edit is for content that's already on the website. The best way to think of it would be there's a misspelled word that you're wanting to change, or you want to change a picture that's already on there, or anything that you can already find on the website, you just want to edit it. My Account is where you can change things like your password and username and things like that. And then Admin is where you can go to create new members, for volunteers in the church who are going to be helping with the website and things like that. So let's go ahead and create a few pages just so you can kind of see what you're working with. Okay. Every content page, every secondary content page is going to have a few components. You're going to have a title. You're going to have a picture if you choose to. You don't have to, but you get a picture. You're going to have content, which would be text or images. Okay, and then you're going to have a sidebar with buttons. So let's look at how that happens. So for the sake of this one, we're going to create another About page. All right. So in order to do that, I'm creating a new page that doesn't exist yet. So let's say I want to create a page. It's called About Our Pastor. Okay, I would go to Publish, About, because that's the category it falls under. And the best way to figure that out is ask yourself, which button do I want this to appear under? And this will obviously be About Our Pastor, so it'd be About, Publish, About. And it's going to bring you to a form. And this form is the same basic form you'll use for all these pages. So let's go through that. Alright, the first thing it's asking me for is a title. And you're going to title it whatever the page is called. So this is going to be Our Pastor. And that'll make sense a little bit later. Underneath that you see a URL title, and it creates that for you. Alright. Then it's going to ask you for a top picture. And that picture, if you choose to do that, is what shows up at the top of the page right here. Okay? For right now, we're going to skip that. We'll handle that in a second. And then in the body, it's going to ask you, or that's where you can put any content, and you can play around with these icons here. You can link things, spell check, put photos, put videos, all sorts of stuff. So for right now, I'm just going to type some words, just total generic stuff. Our pastor is a great man of God who preaches the Bible with clarity. Alright, so obviously this is a sentence, and you can put a lot more on there. But once I type that in, once I've got my title and my picture and my body, I'll just click Submit. And once I click Submit, I have created a page. And instantly, as soon as I hit Submit, it is updated on the website. So if I put my mouse over About, I'm going to see 2 buttons now. What We Believe and Our Pastor. If I click on Our Pastor, it's going to take me to the Our Pastor page. And we don't see a picture there, which actually that should not show up. I'll have to take that off. Alright. And actually, hold on, give me 1 second here. And you'll notice I had to change one thing there. 1 second. Sorry about that. Okay, and you'll notice that these buttons have also been created on the sidebar. So these buttons take you to the appropriate pages. But let's just quickly kind of look here and see what we just did. If we go to Our Pastor, we see the title, okay? That's getting pulled from right here. We see an image that we did not do, which that's getting pulled from here. And we see Our Pastor is a great man of God. We see a paragraph or a sentence that's being pulled from right there. Whatever you put in these boxes is what's going to show up on this page. So let's do another one real quick. And let's say we want to add a ministry page. Well, that category is obviously ministries. Let's say it's a student page. We're going to go Publish Ministries. Title, we'll just call it Students. Let's go ahead and add a picture this time. I have, let's see, student pic. I went ahead and created one for this. In body, I'm going to say our students meet every Wednesday night for a great time of fun and worship. Alright, just a sentence there. Obviously, you know you can put more than that, but and I'm going to refresh the page. If I put my mouse over ministries, excuse me, finding a couple little bugs here. Sorry about that. Now I'm going to refresh the page. And when I put my mouse over ministries, I see I have a drop down that says students. If I click on that, I see my title that I gave it, see the picture that I put in, and I see the sentence. And any ministry page that I create is going to add buttons here, and it's going to add buttons here, and will automatically take you to the page. So what would happen if I wanted to put something else in there besides text? Okay, let's say I want to put a YouTube video in here. Okay, well, it's actually really simple. I'm going to go to YouTube for right now and just grab a video real quick. Okay, I'm just going to grab this one right here. When I'm looking at YouTube or any Vimeo or anything like that, actually, it gives me an embed code. Right here, it says to share. Alright, it says embed. Oh, they won't let me embed this video. Let's try another one. Okay, I'm going to go share, embed, and it's going to give me a code right here. Okay, I'm going to select that, copy it, go over here, and there's a little thumbnail down here, a little icon down here at the thing that it looks like a film strip. It says embed media. I'm going to click on that. I'm going to paste my code in there, click OK, and it just added that in there for me. I can also do the same thing with images. Alright, and you can play around with those icons to kind of see, you know, what you got going there. So if I click update and I refresh my student page, I'm going to see that it added a video for me right there that I can obviously play. So that same concept is really all you have to do in order to add new content under the correct category about Ministries Connect for right now, to go ahead and start putting some content. And then if you want to go back and find, let's say I don't like this sentence, okay, I can go to edit, because it already exists, remember. I can click on the title, students, and then I can make my edits there, and whenever I'm done, I click update. Alright, so it's pretty straightforward. If you have any questions, by all means, give me a call.